Resident Evil Vendetta is animated from this company called Mars Animation, and they're the ones behind the recent Sonic the Hedgehog movies and Knuckles show animation. They in a way developed this sort
Sorry,
of
when you said Sonic the Hedgehog, ooh, and a Knuckles television show. Huh.
Oh yeah, and the Knuckles show.
they're the reason why we got proper Sonic,
Hey,
and
look.
The Sonic-
I'm glad that Knuckles
the
has his
Sonic-
own show, but it's like I didn't have to pay.
No. It's more of what you said, CJ. The Sonic movies, neat, and the Knuckles show, die. Anyway,
Neat. Knuckles movie.
but
You gotta do it like that.
there's a thing that's been happening, and I noticed it in Japan where they were, and it was really that era when we were getting the Appleseed movie that started it, where they were really kind of going into that stylized CGI for a lot of the anime.
What did it was actually God, I'm about to say Spirited Away. Jesus. What was the Final Fantasy movie that came out?
Kingsglaive Final Fantasy, and let me tell you something, folks.
No, the first
no.
Spirit Within.
Spirit
Within.
Within.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it was really that Advent Children is the one that kind of stepped it up a bit.
Exactly. I think
The Advent Children did, but they were also experimenting around, and this is around the time of Final Fantasy 15. They were experimenting around with a different type of sort of CG animation. And Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15, actually no, Captain Harlock. They did Captain Harlock movie, which actually was pretty good. And then they did,
I liked how it looked.
yeah.
You know, it's like that's about it. And I hate saying that because it's Harlock, you know, it's classic, but it's like,
It's like Space Battleship Yamato. It's 70s classic.
Exactly. It's not bad, but I don't know how to sell it to anybody who
That is a
Put it
Gen
this
X
way.
dopamine right there. Those two.
I don't know how to sell that to anyone who is not a weeb. You know what I mean? If you're a weeb, I can like, okay, so the animation, I can sell you all that. But if I'm talking to my dad, yeah, Dad, it's Captain Harlock. Why I need to watch it?
Space piracy.
They're better than us.
Is there, but nah, it was, but like I said, the Appleseed animated stuff and all that, it kind of like, all right, it's okay, but like it didn't have that. I knew a lot of people during that Appleseed era that was really like, when they did reviews for those movies, they realized deep down after they got over the shock and awe of the animation, it was like, yeah, this is a shit story, but
yeah, I think. But remember, that was during that time in America where anime was still trying to break through. Like in the 2000s, it was interesting because anime got more access to stuff and it was actually coming into the mainstream more. But the problem was, here's the funny part: despite how popular it is today, it still gets this stigma. Like, yeah, but it's Japanese.
What was the name of that anime that where the characters, like, it was like they were samurai, but it was like, yeah, they look like Guyvers or some shit. It was a Tetsunoko anime.
Oh,
the Command Blade.
No,
I don't think it was Second Man Blade.
No, it was like in the 2000s. That's also in this wheelhouse of like that CG animated stuff that they were doing. Karas. Yeah, Karas. Yeah, so
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was CG. That was like the early CG stuff that they were messing around with.
My knees just.
I remember some people that was really like, "Oh man, you gotta look at Karas. It's the next best thing." And I'm like, that was the most shelf warmer ass shit that I saw at Walmart. But anyway,
they had the nerve to still charge like $30-something for that shit, yeah.
Hey, you think this Suncoast? Get the fuck out of here. But
I keep on
anyways,
telling these little bastards, oh man, it was like, oh man, I bet anime didn't cost that much back then because you only had nigga. They tried to kill us. They gouged the living crap. They still do. What are you talking about?
There were people that lived on. There's people that lived on ramen because they spent money at Suncoast. Like, what are we talking about here?
Hey man, look, check this shit out, man. I know motherfuckers that went to Suncoast just to buy the fucking Pocky, nigga. But yo. Y'all don't know the dark ages of weebdom, nigga. That's the problem with these little bastards. You know? That's why they always go, who's the strongest character? Who's this? Because y'all little motherfuckers ain't got talk about the animation.
But anyways.
And then they see one pretty girl and they go, ugh, gooner.
Anyway.
Oh, man, you guys goon on him all day.
But The biggest rollout though.
And hold on, I'm sorry, Chris. I have to say this joke, but I have to because it's like, oh, what you going to do? What you going to do, goon? I'm look. Do any of you masturbate? So we're just sitting like let's just keep it real. Nobody's jerking off.
No, hold
bullshit.
On. Wait a minute. Wait. Stop. I think I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all generation are about as anatomically correct as a Ken doll. That's why.
What the hell? That was reality.
That was.
Anyways,
call them boomers and say like something stupid like we don't know how to work the internet or some shit and call us cringe.
Hey, we got a fan from the up north, Alberta, Canada.
Up north.
Up north, neighbor. Up north.
We apologize for Chris. And Chris doesn't know how to talk to anybody that's not from Washington, D.C. Outside of Washington, D.C., he like, hey, good day, mate. Chris, they're from England. You can't be walking up to these people.
Full disclosure. Full disclosure. The Chris of 20 years ago, yes, I would have done that.
Mouth the Bella, the French Chris. What are you doing?
20 years ago, Chris, yes, I would have done that shit. All right. And that would have been kind of.
And I would have been there with a wiffle bat all day.
A wiffle bat.
I would use a wiffle bat, just that boop. You would just hear the hollowed sound of the bat hitting you. It won't leave a bruise, but it will make a point.
It's like that video of that guy that had the bottle and it was like a loud dink.
Yes.
So anyways, you know when Vince McMahon got hit by it? Remember when Vince McMahon got hit by that motherfucking bedpan? Same sound effect. Same deal, different sound effect.
Unhinged Stone Cold Steve Austin there, just
in scrubs beating the bejesus out.
Oh God! Remember how simple the world was, and then we went to work and then we went to school the next day and didn't fight each other over politics. It was wonderful.
Yeah, we just fought each other over tennis shoes because black community.
Yeah, we also fought each other because you didn't listen to New 36. What, you a pussy nigga?
And we fought you if you were wearing a different color NWO shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that actually happened. That actually
Bloods and Crips 2.0.
I'm not kidding you. In some schools,
blood and whiteout, sir.
In some schools during the 90s, dudes who wear the NWO blood, the NWO patch on, they will wear that and they would literally act like they were fucking blood.
Hey, listen, my man had the Jordan
black shit ever.
Hold on, was the 13s or 15s? He had the Jordan 13s and 15s that was like black and red, and you wore the fucking NWO Wolfpack shit. I was like, that's a tight fit.
I will never forget how somebody tore the sleeves off their FUBU shirt because Kevin Nash did it. I will never forget.
Kevin Nash
who the fuck did that?
held up FUBU. All right. Kevin Nash went on record. It was like,
Forrest Boys. Forrest Boys.
He definitely held up FUBU for real. Torn quads and all.
Yeah, man, I put him up. Look, it's Kevin Nash.
Work.
And it's Kevin Nash, so he's gonna keep it wrestling lingo. Oh, man, I put him over. I ain't got a problem with that. Hogan didn't want to put him over.
We know why.
Look, why did Hogan didn't want to put over? It had nothing to fit him. You would think it'd be racism. Actually, it had nothing to fit him. Terry was actually down for this one. We was actually shocked. He called no one the N-word that day. That caught us by surprise.
But if we want to talk media rollout, I love how Square Enix, whether it's the recollections of Final Fantasy VII, I'm like really fucking up what that is, but that whole rollout for that, there was a rollout for Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15, which in and of itself, we found, Versus 13 ended up turning into Final Fantasy 15, but they touted the CG of Kingsglaive, which actually tied into like the graphics of Final Fantasy 15. But that was sort of like the cornerstone of like, oh, look at this animation. It's so great and crazy. And I'm like, it's cool.
I will say, thanks to video games, we have gotten to that point quicker than anybody would expect, actually. I think video games play a huge role in that. And I think even Western studios to do CGI, even they recognize like
You said Final Fantasy 13 was kind of like the prelude to that.
And like I said, even taking it all the way back to the first Final Fantasy movie that came out, even then it was like, okay, we know what the how far we can go in this. And it was just amazing how everybody caught up to not only make it look smoother and actually look functional and all the rest of it, and make a good movie with it. It took time for that shit. So so there was a path to get to this. But what set this series apart though was that the first Resident Evil movie, the first one that came out, what was the first name of the first? Devastation.
No, Resident Evil. There was
Degeneration.
Yeah.
Deforestation.
Resident Evil Degeneration, which honestly, you look at it today, definitely dated.
It's the only one that
didn't age like milk.
It really didn't age like the other ones did.
It didn't age like that. Because we talked about it with Damnation. We was looking at parts of Damnation. We was like, that looks good in 2024. It look, you know what I'm saying?
RE Damnation still looks good. Vendetta, for as wildly stupid as this movie is, still holds up visually.
Yeah.
I have to say, Chris, DJ Sue, my two good friends, this is one of the few times you told me, D, keep the bar high, but keep everything else low. And I'm like, why? This is one of the greatest stupid movies I have ever seen in my life.
Let me tell y'all guys,
this movie, let me be real. Is this movie bad? No. Is it bad? Yes.
Narrative, I'm going to say narrative.
Yes.
Narratively, it's Resident Evil.
This is one of those movies.
It's Resident Evil narratively.
Chris, I got a question. What is this in my hand? What is this?
Arizona iced tea.
Do you know what it is? Do you I need to put this out for you. This is a good example. There's not much to this.
Yeah, simple.
Not much to it at all. But this is one of the greatest things I have ever. Just great. For somehow, I don't know how they did it. Capcom, whoever all the motherfuckers behind this shit, put just enough bullshit in it. Just enough sweet shit in it, just enough titty, and a whole lot of dead zombie. And you know what he said? You know what? Right before they about to can it, they said, "I just saw John Wick. Put a little bit of that shit in it too."
Which
let
me tell you,
this movie is the perfect bad movie. This is perfect.
I feel
hold up. The perfect Chris. Gentlemen, it's the perfect animated bad movie.
Yeah, it's one of the movies where you do one of my favorite parts of Anchorman, Chris. My God, do I respect you?
Thank you. This is again, it's the blessing of being a millennial, right? You see the evolution stuff, right? Think about the old PlayStation Resident Evils, right? You had to use your imagination with the graphics of that time to imagine how badass it is to go there with a shotgun killing zombies, right? Then you got the game changer that was Resident Evil 4. That really was like, oh, we're going to elevate this shit to like bizarre 90s action, right? But then, and me and Sue can attest to this, Resident Evil 5 happened. And that's where it was like, oh, we're getting weird, we're getting stupid, but fuck it, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
And I gave both of y'all so much.
I'm gonna argue this.
Liking it.
I'm gonna argue.
Oh my God, it's great.
I'm arguing it right now. 4 was the start of the stupidity.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
The amount of
somebody
from the quick time events to the oh my God, Leon, you should have died about 12 times, and it's only the first hour of this game.
Then that dumbass crowds in all that shit.
The knife
fight was
peak. It's peak. It is
the knife fight was the ceiling.
It is some of the dumbest 2000s bullshit.
But here's the kicker: RE4 remake, the knife fight is even more badass. It's like They said,
and you get to enjoy it. You get to enjoy it. You didn't have to press a single button. I'm over here watching this.
Greatness.
I'm just watching this.
No. How do you take greatness in RE4 OG and say, hey, here's some Johnny Walker Green. Let's classy this shit up.
This is you and Chris right now, Aaron.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
No. When I was playing the game, when I was playing RE4 remake, and I see,
I'm sorry, I love black people that get excited like nigga.
When I saw RE4 remake, and I see Krauser and Leon fighting each other, and I was like, okay, let's see how this knife fight goes. And the moment I saw this,
I was like, oh shit.
No, the moment I saw this, I hit up Chris. I said, Chris, you're going to cry when you see how beautiful this knife fight is.
Look.
Hey, real quick.
There was so much of this going on.
Real quick, Eris. Core memory comes up. Eris is trying to tell me how to go down the hallway, right? And you see that bag move. Eris like, well, D, this is what you do. In the bag move, Eris go, bow, 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 bow. So, D, the part what you do.
To this day,
it was a situation down type of thing.
No, but like
to this day, I always wanted to know what was in that bag.
I think a baby.
No, I don't think it got that. It wasn't that. Hold on, Chris.
Too big. It was too big.
It wasn't even. It wasn't that dark. No, I want to say failed experiment.
I mean, but like my thing was this, like,
father, one of those.
The experience of playing RE5 when me and Sue went through that game co-op from beginning to end. It's like it gets stupid in ways that it's like there's a sharp 180 that this fucking game goes in the final chapters of Resident Evil 5.
Where you're like, down.
The moment we landed in that volcano.
That volcano.
I was like,
I will never forget. I was sitting. This is early 3BG. We was sitting over at Chris' house, and I was watching these two beat this game when they got to that part. Right? I mean, they got to that part. They finally got to the end of the shit. I was like, this game is kind of stupid. And they both got quiet, and this happened.
Yeah.
It was really like, this game is dumb now.
Oh, it was dumb.
There's
you know what it was?
More. There's no more of the.
No.
No, Barry. All that's gone.
No. You know when it hit? It hit in two spots, and it's all Wesker.
That's the part. The
first time when Wesker reveals Jill, and he's doing his fucking Matrix hip hop keto shit and stuff, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, if we could have streamed 3BG at that time. My face was like, get the fuck out of here. I knew Wesker could run up walls with fire behind him. Fine, whatever, right? This nigga was doing Matrix. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Chris and Eris circling in the room trying to shoot this nigga was the funniest thing in the world because I don't know who he was.
Played the fucking.
I don't know who was the girl who.
Sheva.
I don't know which one of y'all was Sheva.
I think it might have been me.
He was fucking you up.
Eris was getting her carotid every 5 minutes. It was like, yo.
It was some of the most racist shit to the point where I'm thinking that Capcom did this shit on purpose.
Well, I would say they did because first of all,
Wesker, Wesker, run up to y'all both at the same time. Eris is on the other side. He's going at Chris. Bow, 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 bow. But for whatever reason, when he recovered, he goes directly to Eris, lights his whole shit.
First of all, let's understand one thing. If you play this crap solo, yeah, I believe Capcom did do it. No, I believe Capcom did do it on. No, Capcom did it on purpose because Sheva's AI is
jank.
No, Sheva's AI right here. That is Sheva's AI.
Never play professional with fucking Sheva unless you got unlimited ammo. Otherwise, yeah, best of luck.
You are asking to get hurt. But no, the moment your boy Wesker says a complete global
nigga.
saturation, and he just goes into full Buddha's palm, Matrix dodge. He's going. No, the fact that this game had the nerve to give us a cutscene where they slow down Chris firing the gun point blank range and Wesker dodging.
No.
Two sets of pistols, by the way.
It was this one. When they first finally corner Wesker and he threw the glasses off, and I was like,
that was the
fuck out of here. When he said, pit, I'm like, y'all should be dead, but you got plot armor.
I was like,
so
nah. He said way too much. That era, there was just so much.
He hit him with the K Super for King of Fighters.
Yo, I'm mad that that nigga hit a whole That nigga hit a whole Beast Wars Megatron on you when he said that the complete global saturation.
All you just saw was Buddha palm.
By the way, how do you? Let me tell you something. Mercenaries, Wesker and RE4 OG is already ridiculous.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Here's the thing. I am not a Resident Evil player. I said this before. I am not a Resident Evil player. I know the plot. I have played some of these games, and I've seen the plot of these. I don't understand how they went back to OG, and I'm like, how did they make it? Like everything else in this, these niggas got that retcon in full. It's like, we got a game plan, y'all.
No,
we got a game plan.
Hey, shout out to Mad Chocolate.
He walked in that day.
Somebody cooked in here. I agree.
That nigga opened up joke and got a waft. No, he got a waft. You know what he heard? Do 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 do. Heard the old.
Let me tell you, how was it that
can't control residue?
Nah, how was it that RE4 remake? You gave us business casual Wesker with the rolled up dress shirt, still cooking.
Vest.
How did
vest.
Yo, with the vest, how do you give me business casual Wesker and he still looks badass? Come on, bro.
I love how the nigga's storyline went. He went from stars to being like, nah.
I know these stars. It's basically no. What you got was at the end of RE1, Wesker turned to Hollywood Hulk Hogan and just stayed Hollywood Hogan from here on out.
He did. He went from being a police.
As soon as he woke up from.
He went from being a police captain with a 45 gunning down his own teammates.
As soon as the tyrant killed him, that's when Hollywood Hulk Hogan Wesker was born.
So he killed Wesker, and Wesker's like, it's time to kill for Big Pharma.
Why is my back hurt now? God damn!
So I want to point out just the whole concept of this movie. Resident Evil. Yes. Yep. So all right. So check this out. So the main plot of this Resident Evil movie, and bear in mind this is the third one. The third movie
between 6 and 7.
Yeah, it takes place between 6 and 7. Third movie in the franchise. The plot of this.
There's a plot.
Yeah, there was. Somewhere in the middle of all of this the stupidity was a plot.
Stupidity.
I would say for one thing, it definitely borrows from the same. No, it's a Resident Evil story. It's literally borrowing from the same plot of every other movie. Something happens to a character. Thank God the movie actually. I'm glad the movie actually said, "Hey, you know what, people? We're not going to save him towards the end or nothing like that. We're going to go ahead and reveal it to you early on." The motivation behind bad guy for this movie.
Genocide has a way of making you evil for the right reasons.
But think about it.
You could say, Chris, that all of this is a vendetta.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
You could say. I'm just saying.
I sliced half of a tomato.
Come on.
Just half.
No. When I saw that hand in the I literally said that. That's why they call it.
No, but guess what? But gentlemen, because we talked about this in the other movies. this is literally the plot of the other movies.
This is every movie.
Like
Who died in your life?
Yeah.
Who died in your life?
It's always somebody's wife. Matter of fact, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's either the wife or the entire family. In this case, they went with the entire family, but more so the wife.
I gotta say, I said this in the
last crew had to go.
I said, dude, that looks like the Travis Kelce and his brother family. Like they both,
you were on
like the Kelce brothers, basically.
Yeah, it does. And I also got kind of confused on like, okay, so are they brothers? Was that the dad?
Well, D, he has a goatee in the beard you see, so that's the older brother you see.
He was big.
He could pass for his dad, right? but
yes,
white people.
That's the father. Well, that's the father and daughter right there.
So the wife was just an extra. Oh, so that was his sister.
White people are weird.
It don't matter. No, forget guys.
Anglo-Saxons
it doesn't
are weird.
It doesn't fucking matter.
No, the point is that much like degeneration and damnation, something happens, and somehow these characters get enough scientific technology of like knowledge in biochemistry to come up with a new type of virus.
Hold on, sir. You're gonna put some respect on a character that the movies seem to give a shit about and the games don't, and that's Rebecca Chambers. Apparently, after her chaotic thing in RE0.
No. Eris is basically saying that all these guys went up to Bear Pharmaceuticals and said, "We with the shits," and somehow got fully
like in previous movies, like somebody robbed all the information from Kaiser Permanente. All right, I'm just
I said it in the last episode. We are in the black market of umbrella stuff being pillaged.
And that's true. And it is true because around this time, this is when like pretty much every all the BOWs information, whatnot, all got thrown up on the black market.
Where Black Widow releases all the Hydra shit, basically. That's all it
is. The other thing is. Again, one issue came from this happened because of what happened in Raccoon City. Everything was hang on a second, guys.
But everything, all this started from Raccoon City. All of this came up from all this was built up from other shit that went down around the world. At this point, Leon is tired. Because he's like,
got killed.
His whole squad got offed, and Chris has been pretty much trying to put out fires around the world. And of course, he loses somebody in the process of this too. He loses his.
Of course, he does. Because
his
for those that don't know,
whomever, it don't matter.
So for those that don't know, right? So in RE6, which is a game that it happened.
Sorry, go ahead.
But anyways, like Chris's plot point in his story in RE6 was like his whole squad got killed by clone Ada. So he's all in like PTSD mode and stuff, and he's trying to make up for it and all that. And I'm like, so that's the start of hard-nosed Chris Redfield.
I remember you said creatine Chris Redfield.
Yeah, creatine, clearly. Now, granted, in this movie, he's not looking as like jacked and buff as his RE5, but it's still there a little bit,
Yeah, he is not what the weightlifters say on gear in this one. He's not on gear on this one. He's just regular, normally roided out Chris.
Chicken breast and broccoli and rice.
Shut the fuck up. I hate how that's like the excuse. That's all they mean, chicken breast, chicken rice and broccoli.
I eat that 6 times a day. Done. I'm like,
that's all you gotta do, man. Do your push-ups. You don't have to be genetically superior. That's it.
Like, all right, Scott Steiner, chill. I'm a genetic freak.
Come on, man.
Sorry about that, gentlemen. I'm back.
See, this is the reason why y'all too fat anyway. This is why the girls you go out with they fat with you too, because you lazy. All you gotta do is just eat the chicken, eat the broccoli every day, and drink water. Just drink a whole lot of water. See, I ain't had to do nothing. Look how fit I am. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Harris.
We focus on body positivity at 3BG.
Yeah, no, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, I'm tall. You're short. He's big. Body positivity here.
Chris,
call me big.
Chris,
I ain't allow you to call me big.
Chris.
Yeah,
two of those examples is height, and the other is genetics.
And also, fuck you. And also,
just casually said it in a very matter of fact, Neil deGrasse way. Genetic, you see.
Come on, D. Come on. You're like, come on, D. You're a big guy.
As he hits you on the side, like,
let me tell you something. I get why Mark Henry
D right now.
No, I look. Eris, look. I tell y'all the truth now. Look, this is my way of making fun of both of y'all right here. Every time Chris stands up beside Eris,
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Making me look up.
How dare you? I always hit Chris with the dashy line, which is, first of all, you too tall, and I don't like that.
It took multiple years of our friendship for me to build up and say that I'm Napper and you're Vegeta, and I was like, okay, I'm good. No shorts. Woo! All right, we're good.
And I let it go.
You ever see a video game or something where somebody's trying to break through the clouds and you see the clouds do a vapor up and then break? Look, and that's Chris going, what you say, Eris? That's what Eris said. That's what Chris does.
First off, for the nerds out there, if anything, me and Eris are literally recreating the Street Fighter Alpha 2 cover, Ryu staring up at Akuma and shit, basically. D is Sakura with a headband.
I'll accept that.
I'm looking at the future.
By the way, that picture is iconic. By the way, that is a super iconic picture.
I have that image on two kinds of t-shirts. People, you know how many people?
Bro, that's how much of a weeb I am.
Do you know how many people hit me up for that grayscale version of that image?
Huh.
That the black shirt with the white grayscale image, like of Ryu and Akuma.
Yeah,
people love that image. They recognize it. Like, yo, I know that.
But not like
I recognize for the thing I like.
But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Rebecca Chambers, she's one of those characters that's very forgotten, and it's unfortunate that for as much as Resident Evil 0 was trying to do something unique, it was also a jank as fuck game. Straight up, like
I can't say that she's forgotten, because Chris, you and I interviewed the cast and crew for this movie at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
and remember when I asked them? It's so funny how this being the third movie, I asked them the question, which was, "This is now you guys' third movie. Are y'all ever gonna do one with Jill?" And I remember the producer did say to me, he's like, "Look, I love Jill. She's actually one of my favorite characters. We just need to get a story that fits perfect around Jill. It's just, it's just difficult to write, to write a story that would fit around her, especially when we're trying to keep it in relevance to the games."
Yeah, I mean,
and I said, all right, fair. Who knew years later, this is 2017 when this one came out. Here we are in the year of our Lord 2025. Death Island comes out,
and it's funny too, because like Jill,
but you give me the Jill that I don't really like. But go ahead.
I mean, the Jill with that character, it was always like, hey, we knew her from that and 3, but it felt like some of the other characters like Leon and Chris were getting more of the spotlight over, and even Claire to a degree getting that, because I think that's the reason why also around this time, I think, didn't Revelations 1 come out around this time too as well?
Yeah, the Revelations game came out around
so there was always that they had an idea of what they wanted to do with these characters, and it was just like to get Dead Island, and we get that sort of combo of RE5 and the RE3 remake Jill that they're trying to basically splice together and stuff. That's an interesting trajectory for that character. But to me, Vendetta was where to your point, Sue, all the John Wickisms was coming out in full force. And the scene with Chris and Leon, John Wicking all the zombies. On one hand, it's like, unless you were those characters, those zombies would kill you, but somehow Leon and Chris are just like bit. Oh, I'm a dude.
In the interest of not getting yanked by YouTube's content ID, I am going to share the scene, but of course it has to have an edit.
Yeah,
let's go.
What in the world are we doing here? I saw this shit and I died laughing.
I thought you was going to show the part. Now, this is my first time watching this, Harris. All right, guys, real quick. This is my first time watching this movie, right? So I'm already freaking out because of the stupid motherfucking motorcycle scene, which we'll talk about.
Which was a love letter to the Matrix.
But what really got me though was like when he got to that hallway scene, and I saw Chris does his his regular shit, like shooting up all the zombies. I didn't know that he had a knife on the end of that motherfucker. It was like clink, 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 pop, 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 clink, clink. I'm like, this nigga going straight Scott Adkins all these days. Next thing you know, Leon running in the room. I immediately stopped the movie, yelled for my son to come in the room because Tay is one of these niggas that love shit like this. We watched from that point to the end of the movie, but we was asking the same questions. When he tripped that one dude, he tripped the one zombie, put his head on the ground, tripped another zombie, put that head on his head, pop, 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 got a third one, got pop, pop, pop. Tay was like this. I think they're dead. We was riffing the final 30 minutes of this movie because it's that fucking garbage.
It's just like it's so ridiculous. Just the amount of shit. It's like this movie again. It takes all the stuff that we just said at the top of the show about how ridiculous the RE series is and stuff, and it just amps it up. And it's wild because again, you're coming off of this era of RE6 had already came out, which woof. That fucking game.
Super. By the way, Chris, I'm so glad you mentioned RE6 because this movie was so reference heavy that it references RE6 for one particular part.
That was a contractual obligation on that one, to be honest.
No. But nah, see, hear me out, Warren. When I say it references RE6, it references RE6 for this particular part. Mm-hmm. You know our favorite moment in RE6, well, one of our favorite moments in that god-awful game was when we discover Chris after, failing to keep another team alive again. He finds himself
even in this movie.
Yes, and the same thing happens. Same thing happens in this movie, but after failing to keep another team alive, we find him at the bottom of another bottle of of liquor. But this time around, the roles are reversed. Instead of Pierce looking for Chris Redfield in this movie, it's Chris looking for Leon, and Leon is acting like Chris from RE6.
Yeah, depressed,
drinking tequila. Man is day drinking, sir.
When you're a super duper badass fucking secret agent and shit, you can just drink and just be casual.
It's not. It ain't even like that. See, first of all, this is the first time that Leon
drank a fifth of fucking Jesus.
No, Chris, this is the first time that Leon has ever been put in a Chris Redfield situation where you got an entire team of soldiers killed.
That's just a Tuesday in Resident Evil world.
No, that's a Tuesday in Chris Redfield's world, not Leon.
Leon runs solo. He never has.
He runs solo.
Resident Evil world. Resident Evil world.
No, Leon at least keeps people alive to a certain extent.
And Chris,
to a certain extent.
No. Chris, he does not have a body count drop like this where an entire platoon is dead on his watch.
It's called Biohazard Land. Okay, get it
Biohazard.
Right.
My bad. Biohazard.
No, I heard that, Sue. I heard that, Sue. You approve your nerdiness.
Biohazard.
All I'm saying is the roles were reversed with a reference to, to that game. Everything else at that point is Rebecca figures out, hey, all these zombie attacks, they're premeditated. This isn't like a string of zombies just showed up out of nowhere. This is intentional. 20 attacks, and of course all the footage that they've gotten a hold of, they don't want it released to the public because they don't want to cause a panic. I don't know, after 20 attacks, somebody needs to say something.
I'm just saying, there's at least 100,000 people dead. Y'all gonna have to say something.
I mean, but that's the thing too.
Utter something, nigga.
And the fact that it just boils down to, again, he's getting revenge, Arius and stuff. Like, has his own personal Igor tyrant.
First off, remember.
He has his own personal pursuer.
Yes. It's a very bizarro pursuer. I like how Capcom has always been chasing the dragon that is Nemesis. And and given the fact that this badass, because metal MF Doomface.
Given the fact that this is just another big guy who pretty much does everything at the behest of his controller. This is just another reference to RE6.
Yeah, was it the X stack or whatever the fuck that thing?
Yeah,
stuff, which
the pursuer that was after Sherry.
Yeah, that's another character that just gets thrown into lore as like, oh, she's an FBI agent now. And I'm like, whoa. And I guess that's what happens. You go through trauma, and now you're an agent of the federal government.
And apparently Wesker has a kid named Jake Mueller, and
who was just around
for one game, and we are never going to see that character again.
Now I got a good question. Of course, Claire wouldn't fall into the Rebecca role of, she wouldn't fall in that. Claire wouldn't fall into that. She?
Claire has had more.
Yeah, Claire's had games.
She's had games, and she's been in more more media than Rebecca.
Because Claire's been in 3 games, so that's RE2, Code Veronica, and
Revelations 2.
And I got to be real, Rebecca in this movie spends a lot of time in this position, on her back, either halfway dying.
well, when you cure this disease, that's pretty much what you gotta go to. They almost they basically put her on ice as soon as she's like, I got the cure. Well, we don't need you anymore, Rebecca. And then
you're gonna have to give us that plot armor.
Well, it was more of thank you, Rebecca. We'll see you in the next Resident Evil movie.
Oh, by the way, plot twist. You look like my wife. Yeah, I want you as my wife. Yeah.
But
that's not creepy. That's not creepy.
No, I know Rebecca was like, first off, this dress is fire. Second of all,
I mean, it really was.
I know I didn't say every woman, because what I have learned about wedding dresses, the dress that she's wearing, I know a bunch of girls will go, yeah, I don't know if I could wear it, but that's a bad one.
Gotta be honest with you, Rebecca looked like she's a Swiftie.
I need you to stop it, Chris. She does medical research.
AKA a Swiftie.
And she's a professor.
So she listens to Paramore?
Put some respect on her name.
Paramore.
Which, by the way, I'm sick of all you 90s kids saying that's nigga music. Shut up.
No, Rebecca is more of a listener.
I'm fucking mad about that.
No, Rebecca is more of a listener of Lord.
Oh, yes, she is. She definitely, man.
I don't know about that.
Yes, she
so
is.
what you're saying
no,
is
I say I don't know about that because no one listens to Lord.
But no one ever asked about Rebecca. So there you go.
Only people that listen to Lord are people that are.
I'm sorry. First off, Eris, you're not going to just blitz that past me without getting this.
Fair.
You got me on that. I'm done talking.
Lord for people that only.
That being said, no, Rebecca definitely.
Hold on. You kind of broke up.
Yeah, you were definitely cutting out there, D.
Oh no, I was saying no. She definitely listens to Taylor Swift. Look.
I like
1987 Taylor Swift or new MAGA album Taylor Swift.
No, whoa. Time out. It's not MAGA. What you got is a situation.
It's manga adjacent.
Manga adjacent.
It's what they call. Hey, look, it's what they're calling it. I'm just going off.
What I'm saying is,
what I have seen. No, it's not manga, but it's manga adjacent. You can't drop that line.
It's a Chris Pratt, is what we say.
Hey, Chris, you can't drop that line in there that you left Onyx for a white diamond type of line without me going, call her a nigger. Just call her a nigger. Say coon. Say coon.
It's Chris Pratt adjacent. And what I mean by Chris Pratt adjacent is Chris Pratt is on this thing where, man, I think people are being unfair to him too. I mean, guys, you gotta give RFK Jr. a chance. And I'm like, and you burn your bridges. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? I had your back.
No, we enjoyed you in Onward.
Mr. White Man, I had your back.
I'm sorry, y'all like them in the. Oh yeah, I forgot. Eris.
We did.
No. Let me stop. No.
We're homers.
No. Let me stop.
For the sports people, we're homers for homework. No.
That's what I'm saying. Onward. I like how both of these niggas have not watched Onward since the time they watched it. Well, Onward.
I only bring that up because Chris had no business being as funny as.
Fair statement, I think.
Like I said,
that shit since that screener, buddy.
No, but I'm still.
I got the fucking Blu-ray on my shelf.
No, and I'm still standing on business. He had no business being as funny as he was in the movie. But D, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Put that picture of Rebecca back up for again.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
The picture of Rebecca. Can you put that back up for me?
With this one or the
other one? The other one.
There you go.
Okay, hang on. There you go.
Those are bees that are getting pushed up. You better stop that bullshit.
The dress is doing all of the work.
Sometimes bees need loving too.
Chris, no. Yes. I was going somewhere with this. Here's the thing. We have said it on 3BG. We like them big, small, floppy.
Even ones that you throw in your shoulder,
No. I have said it again. I am so mad that there are two types of breasts. They are, one of them bitches scraping the ground, and then they're, hey, what's up, Charlene? What's up? How you doing today? You just looking down. They're low hangers, but you like, it's like, God, girth to that.
And then there's the ones that just make you do this.
The low hangers is like, you see how they curve.
Look. As men, as black men, we get very Neil deGrasse Tyson with it.
But if you got some knee knockers, sis, you leaning like this too much. First off, second of all,
it's too much meat. Too
much titty meat, and the gravity is like fuck you, just hanging on to the bottom. Like,
especially
how old are you? 52.
Especially ones in the bathing suit. It's like, all right, stop.
Look, you know it's bad when you need a bra and you wearing a bathing suit. That's bad. You don't need to be. You over there jumping in the water, your whole titty coming out. All the little kids is traumatized. Black folk, we are better than this. This is all I'm saying. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying we can do better than what we are at.
What I'm saying is, if
you're an A student, keep being an A student. But if you B, strive for A. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying
is, do nothing out of your range.
Well, for Arius, you know what? I respect the vision. I do. I respect the vision. I respect it. It's creepy. Hits on some incel territory, but.
Did y'all do what I did when he broke out? No, because when Rebecca punched him and he broke out the arm, you know what I should do?
I'm gonna put my wife's arm on yours, and then maybe you'll get it.
I'm like, hey, you know what I said, Eric Sisby? Oh, he's a sentimental psychopath.
Here's me. Oh. Like when he said that, I said, and our villain has spoken.
Yes.
Sir,
the red pill started beating off feverishly. Tell her, yeah, you're the man and you're in control.
I laughed at Revolver Ocelot when he said that plan. I was like, oh, you're a man of culture, I see.
Speaking of which, Chris, the scene where the scene where who was it? Was it Leon and him? No, it was him and Chris. When him and Chris were shooting back and forth. Here's my son. So they just made Revolver Ocelot. Shut the fuck up, son. Yes, it looks like Revolver Ocelot, but it's not him.
Because he doesn't do this.
One would say that, but another thing would say, we got just more John Wick, notice me senpai-ness in this movie. Dude, the fact that they're running in a circle, aiming at the ground, shooting. I'm like, I have never seen such a display of wasteful bullet.
Hold on. Did y'all like Great Value, Jill, RE5, Jill Valentine, and Maria Gomez?
Okay.
No, I did not. I saw no part of Jill in this. First of all,
Jill Valentine RE5 Latin edition. That's really all it is.
I disagree. No, I'm totally not seeing it. And the reason why I'm not, Chris, is because for one thing, the top heaviness. She's got all of that over Jill right now.
Fair. I mean,
and given that this is
it's what's for dinner.
The towel look.
And given the fact that if this was
turn to Natasha Hendricks all of a sudden.
Christina Hendricks.
No.
Christina Hendricks.
First of all, this character was introduced in today's gaming. I can already hear certain AI. No. God, no. Nobody would ever say that.
You're not a girl boss.
I would hear, listen to me. I would hear the sound of all the AI anime profile, thumbnail, photo YouTubers that would say, this is what we need more of. We need more characters like this one here. Because she's actually perfect the way that she is.
Eris.
Like, she's a femme fatale character. Hold on, dude. Let me finish. She's a femme fatale character. And the way that she uses her guns and she asserts her dominance is absolutely perfect. We don't need ugly man face like characters like this one here, because like no one asked for that.
Shout out to Christina V.
You know what? Look, Eris is telling you the truth. First off, she doesn't speak she doesn't speak her mind. She's not here for an agenda.
She does her job.
You know what? They didn't make her well. And they didn't make her look like a man.
She's so beautiful.
They didn't make her look like a man. And that's what hold on. What? I'm trying to do a show, Marine.
Look.
Why don't you put the baby in the tub? I don't need to do it.
Hey, listen.
Sorry, guys. My wife's a bitch. Anyway.
Someone that
this is what happens when you make a character that's not woke.
As someone that interviewed.
See, and as a heterosexual marriage, we don't get a marriage between a girl and a girl, or like a trans person and another trans person. It's normal and it's American.
I really need to say this.
I really feel that the Western audience, the Western gamers, and the Western developers have lost all of the point, and that's where we. Go ahead and tell us your liberal.
Go ahead, Chris.
Ideas and your DEI ideas if you want to.
Go ahead, speak your piece, Chris.
My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ.
I'm sorry. Do y'all know how rare this is when Chris got to break out the my brother in Christ on me and Eris? This is a wonderful night. Go ahead.
I lost my track of train of thought.
I gotta say.
Oh yeah. Sure. No.
I like how I like how me and Eris both gained 35 pounds just to do those roles for you, Chris. So yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. Say your piece.
No.
Go ahead, say your DEI agenda. Just shove it down our throats.
I think all three of us are there. We interviewed Christina V, who voices Maria Gomez.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
I approve. Yeah.
I was there for Christina V. I don't think I was there for
Christina V. Yeah. If there was any character that matched the vibe of the voice, it was Christina V voicing Maria Gomez. I was like, yeah, I can see it for sure.
I loved it.
I enjoyed that.
Hey, my boy. Me and Eric, he didn't mind putting calories inside of our voice box for you to do that, okay?
Billy Rocket.
Oh, God.
I have to.
I love it.
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then
the blackest shit ever, man. Billy rocking with the blackened shirt on, man. Is it Black History Month or what?
Hey, look, man.
It's Black History Month
it's
every
spooky
day.
Season. It's spooky season.
See, there's a knife in the K. You know what I hate? I hate the fact that I have to force myself to remember scenes that happened in the blackening. I had to sit down like, didn't they have to do something with space? Oh yeah, the space thing. I had to literally think hard of what happened in that movie.
Me and G were cracking up at the movie too. That's the kicker.
Yeah, we were cracking up at bitch.
I'm sorry, Mad Chocolate. You were the MVP of the night. My man said that they were too accurate. He said for a second he thought the YouTube app skipped and went to another video. So your algorithm
is woke.
No, wait. So your algorithm is trapped like that too.
See, look, my algorithm. Look, it was. I got mad at DJ Sue not too long ago, and I thought about this. He can't help who he is. His algorithm got ruined 3 years ago, and it never recovered. And DJ Sue has been trying his damnedest. He's been like searching puppies and shit, and somehow
it's the reason why you give us all these fucking manga videos because you're trying to fuck up my algorithm and shit.
Not at all.
All of a sudden, I get fucking Nick Fuentes videos randomly, and I'm like, I don't fucking listen to this guy.
First off, Eris, DJ Sue is a big time. If I'm going down, you fuckers coming with me. He's a big proponent of that anyway. So that came like a couple of them. I could tell that DJ Sue didn't like him, but he's like, I saw this fat fucker. You're gonna watch.
It's a lot of that, and it's also
you hear this shit.
It's a lot of that.
Are you smoking yet?
It's a lot of that, gentlemen, and it's also a lot of. Okay, look, I need y'all to see just how stupid these people are because this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No, but here's the worst part.
They would say one thing that I would go, okay, valid point. And then the rest of it is like, oh God, why? Why do you continue to talk?
Here's the problem, DJ Sue, and I've been telling you this for years. Don't give it to us between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. We just open our eyes in any type of capacity, whether we went to work early or we woke up late that day. Wait until it's like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Don't cowabunga it is to us, and all of a sudden I hit the.
We wake up,
and I see fucking Pokemon titties in my face, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Like,
first of all, if I ever had access to that kind of content, Chris, I'm putting that out there for all of us to enjoy. Okay,
and we're not going to talk about Eris's quiet love of that Portuguese girl who don't want to recognize.
Rocking Canadian, sir.
I thought she was Portuguese.
No.
Tomato. All right, Jesus.
No, dude. That is not a tomato. There's like 2 different sides of the hemisphere you're talking about.
See, I know my enemy.
2 different hemispheres.
Sir. I know my enemy, and I'm just saying that's how white people see those 2 places.
Nah. Not in her case. Not in her case. I mean, look, people are already kind of
Canadian, eh?
No, putting her off to the side with the whole Hassan thing, but we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Because fuck Hassan. I have words that I could say about that guy, but I don't want to say it.
We're not gonna. I'm not gonna mention.
I like my 30 cents that we get from these videos.
Chris, I'm not gonna mention anything about Dogtober. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Trust me. It's from a conversation that we had about the Avatar series and where it was going with a certain character. That's how I feel about Hassan.
Yeah, gotcha.
Black people. We always inside jokes. See, I
got you.
We don't give up the recipes here.
But the thing is, I mean. It's just silly. A lot of it's just silly. I don't share this stuff with you gentlemen to make you angry. I share it with you because it's stupid. And we see enough of it on MSNBC or whatever news media outlet you choose to watch.
Sirs, we're black. All right. This is every day for us. Every day it's just a joke. We're like the comedian.
You're supposed to laugh at it, not be angry.
We're the comedian. We juggle between being the comedian or Rorschach every fucking day of the week. All right,
I choose to be the comedian.
Rorschach.
I choose to be the comedian. Let me get thrown out of a freaking 46-story window. Okay?
Me and D, we go between comedian and Rorschach because there's some days D be dropping some knowledge like, you see, you gotta understand, and I'm like, you know what?
Understand the black man.
And then right after he says it, I'm like, hey guys, check out this dude who says Aloy looks like a Nick Avocado.
Yeah,
Hey guys, check out this. Hey guys, check out this dude. He's saying the F word like 80 times and it's messed up.
Comedy content, yeah.
That's the shit we get. That's the shit we get every day from.
But like, nah. But going to this movie though, you know what got me. When my man,
I can't even look at Maria anymore. I can't look at it same now I'm gonna have that joke stuck in my head, Chris. This is what happens when you make a character not woke.
See, this is the problem about you Western gamers. You don't really respect what she is as a character. Okay, you're so used to your bubble,
and it's always some white dumbass that draws like traces. Fuck it, I'm gonna go Chris Rock. You a tracer. You a tracer, all right? You a tracer.
Sir,
and tracing anime girls that he saw on a GeoCity site or whatever. I'm showing my age.
You could have said DeviantArt, but you said GeoCities. I love it. I love it.
Always critiquing it. I'm like, you just mad that you can't draw, and you all of a sudden say
that was an oldie right there.
No, but that's all that what it is. It's like
you gotta stop saying shit that's scaring the young kids away.
No, but it's always those dudes that be saying that shit, and it's like, hey guys, can you just enjoy this insanity that is this CGI movie? Can we just do that, please?
Chris, we will. 3 Black Geeks will, but we have to make this statement when it comes to all of these shows.
Seem like white folk ain't never had a bright idea in their life.
Just, I have to put that out there.
Always wonder
every day.
How method was Sam Jackson in that moment, knowing that Jamie Foxx's dick was like right just.
First off, I like to think he was wearing a cod piece.
I don't know.
Second of all,
it's all upside down and floppy, your balls all hanging. I don't think he's looking at.
See, I think both of y'all are wrong. I think that was a stunt dick for one thing.
Well, shit, that's even worse.
I know. It's not even Jamie. He ain't even there.
Stop Peters! Stop Peters!
Second of Marcus.
Second of all.
How you doing, Mr. Jackson? I've been waiting to work with you all my life. Ain't you the nigga in the porno?
Second of all, gentlemen. Second of all. You gentlemen still have to understand, and I'm glad Dee respects me for this. I am a near fluent speaker of Chud. Okay,
of course. You're Bane. You were born in it, bred in it.
Not necessarily
Chud.
Not necessarily. I wasn't born in it. I've embraced it. Okay, I embraced it.
And also, and this is what I say to a lot of people, especially niggas our age. I don't know about the young kids now, but our age. You had two friends that talk like that. Don't act like you don't know what these niggas are talking about.
Listen.
We all had one friend who was a slob. And you made the decision at 26. Look here. Check it out, Terrence. I ain't going to talk to you no more, bro.
Wow, said his government name. Goddamn.
First off, Chris, no one would have known.
Why?
I took off the Umar joke today, and I wish I had it. Be quiet. Shut up. God. The day I take it off, the day I delete it, I need it the most. And your ass. Anyway. Most of the world don't know who he is either. So
can I mention, gentlemen, the love letter to the Matrix that was the highway chase.
Look. If there is game-breaking bugs in the Resident Evil series, it was this shit. Let me tell you something.
First off, hold on.
People understand.
You know what started it? Hold on. You know what started that scene real quick?
Yeah.
This was starting the scene. The only Latino in the movie getting his head bit off
No, I want people to understand something. The dogs in the Resident Evil series, they were just zombie, regular speed versions of dogs, right?
Who put rocket boosters on these zombie dogs to chase Leon on a motorcycle across a highway?
Leon was going 65.
Smooth 65. 80 on a good day.
Yeah.
Who decided to put 1.8 liter engines inside of these dogs?
V8 in a fucking dog, like, hey, hit me power.
Who the one decided to put a Chevy hard block?
First of all, when you got two Celine powered zombie dogs chasing down,
one of them gets fucking hit by a door and just shrugs it off like he's Brock Lesnar and just like, Rrr.
Well, Chris, you would too if you had a super engine inside of your body.
Two JC engine.
You know what I'm saying? You would too if you had a Boxster engine in the back of your ass.
And yet it goes down by a 9mm bullet.
What kills me though?
9mm bullet, followed by a friggin' billboard and a grenade.
Hold on.
Because overkill. Why not?
That's the part I said.
Rush hour traffic.
That's what I was saying. He was driving, and after they see the billboard come right on the dog's head, like, oh, he's good. Clink, fling. Hey, Leon, there were still people driving behind you.
One dog caused a 2-car pileup, by the way.
Look,
like the fact.
PSAA cleans up after itself, all right?
I like the fact.
Are we sure?
That Leon was zooming through New Jersey, New York Turnpike, going at 450 miles per hour, and these two dogs are on his ass.
Look. Look, I have my theory that the BSAA is the Blackwater of the Resident Evil world. All right,
I think there's no way of getting around that. They are. They are.
You know, because you need a good and evil. So why not get a group of army GIs to kill BOWs that you fucking basically made because, you know, capitalism. You need money.
You know, hey, Chris, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to
very war crime-ish, if you will.
But Chris, think about it this way. It's really actually kind of hard to do that. I mean, what are the way are you going to get a militia of men to come together over something like that? You know what I mean? Like people who have no prior experience, don't have no prior experience in law enforcement or in the military to join a big militia like this and be given total control to do whatever the fuck you want to do. There's no place in America that would have that happen.
I mean,
you can't keep getting away with it.
I mean, you know, it's a theme.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric.
I mean, you know, the theme. Doom, 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 doom. Ice.
The only reason why, shut up, Chris. I hate you.
Box where my heart used to be.
I hate both of y'all so much.
Coming through my neighborhood. Hey, Chris. Coming through my hood, locking up all these niggas, locking up the Latinos, and I got memories. This is crazy.
Let's be real.
You got some fresh ice.
Who knew?
$50,000 worth of ice in this cubby.
I never knew in my lifetime.
You know who I like? Ice-T and Ice Cube.
Who knew in my lifetime that we would get Bizarro Cobra?
That is. I'm sorry. That is very disrespectful to Cobra.
I see Stephen Miller in the. No, who's that? The Cobra outfit, the whole Cobra outfit. That was
Serpentor. All 4'10" of Stephen Miller.
Yes. Christy Known dressed up like your
boy,
the eye patch.
I wish she was Baroness. Don't you do that to my wife.
He dressed up like the eye patch nigga. God.
I know Zartan.
No, what's the face is Zartan? Who's Zartan? I think his son is Zartan. Donald's son is Zartan.
Donald Trump is the Frank Lotta fucking damn Cobra Commander. He's not even the menacing Cobra Commander. That's how much we are at.
Gentlemen, the fact that we have these two T-1000 powered zombie dogs running after Leon.
You gotta decapitate these things. It used to be pop, 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 6 bullets minimum to kill dogs.
First of all, that's PS1. Okay.
First off, son, where are you at? Yeah.
In a movie, technically, one shot to the dome is all it takes.
Leon has hollow bullets because my man, the Hispanic dude that got fucking pieced out, only got 2 bullets off, and then done.
Dr. Mindbender.
Dr. Mindbender.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's RFK Jr., sir. RFK
No,
Jr. is Dr. Mindbender.
RFK Jr. is actually shipwrecked and don't know that he's not supposed to be on fucking Cobra. Well, I can't do his voice. Anyway. Wait, I know I said shipwreck. That's shipwreck. That is his name. Shipwreck was homeboy off of Venture Brothers. I'm sorry. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Anyway, that's enough.
Nah, but like, bro, the brother being Tyrant 2.0. I like how he magically had that giant machine gun and just.
Nah, Chris, the part that got me was that is when I saw. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, he's dead." Can
I call bullshit on this?
Now, I will admit, my son, who has never played a day of Resident Evil in my life, what happened to the big old Titan? They don't call them Titans. They're tyrants. Yeah, that Nemesis. And all of a sudden, you saw Diego take off the mask, then break out all the armor. Then all you see is tentacles and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this is Resident Evil. Yeah, here's
the eugenics part of Resident Evil. How was it that Wesker's the only one that got some badassery from the fucking T-virus?
First of all,
everybody else gets transformed into like a weird deformed version, but Wesker, super badass number one. Like,
I can answer that. See, number one, Wesker has to keep that crap regulated like every couple of hours. He has to inject.
Well, even after the original T-virus thing,
yes,
revived. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought that was an RE5.
It was it was explained in the RE5 that the stuff that he has been running with, the virus that he got injected with, he has to keep it regulated.
Okay.
And when he doesn't keep it when he doesn't have it regulated, that's when we get Universe Requires Judgment Arms Nemesis.
Yeah, because that was a weird thing because the Wesker family and RE lore, it's very weird that a wiki in some of the side games like Gaiden and all that stuff explains the Wesker lineage, but like I just assumed it was just because Wesker's family, again, eugenics, and he has super duper special blood, all that.
But he still has to keep it. He still has to keep the virus regulated because it was Jill who told us in RE5.
Yeah, I mean, look. That's why I said in the last movie the idea of the black market being just teamed with just Umbrella Secrets and
taking real.
Also keep in mind. And also keep in mind that with another character that's been affected by it was Jill. Mm-hmm. She's been not only affected by Nemesis, but also the experiments that Wesker did to her, which slowed down her aging.
Yeah.
So you can see she can still be hot, and there's actually that's why she's hot. Yes. And again, Eris, why doesn't Western gaming be so daring as I gotta say, they love sucking that dick of saying the word Western gaming, like they're not from there.
Because
person that says Japanimation.
Because they'll say that. Oh, for the love of God! They'll say that for a character like Jill, she'll be, I guess, like by the time the next movie or game comes around, she'll technically be in her 50s, but she'll still look like she's in her 20s.
So Chris Redfield was
powers. She has Bulma powers.
Powers. Yeah, it's called the T virus.
Chris Redfield's gonna have the dad bod like Kratos in the new God of War games and shit.
Still got the guns.
Or is that more Barry Burton now?
That's Barry Burton.
Yeah, that's more Barry. Yeah, Barry Kratos.
But real talk, Barry Burton. No, Barry Burton has always. Barry Burton has always had the dad bod since Rip.
Well, sir, he had mass in RE1.
He kept on mentioning everything was he remember.
But he was already stop it. Both of you. Barry was stop it. First of all, Barry was already a dad in RE1.
Oh yeah, of course.
So he had the dad bod.
Every special ops team has the one person that's a parent. You see, because yes, a lot to live.
He has something to go. Yeah, he has something to go back home to.
Because I figure you, the master of unlocking.
You, the master of unlocking. You gotta dip your voice.
I feel they've done Barry so dirty with his original look. The receding hairline. I'm a vet. I'm the vet of the group. It's like way to make him like the super senior member, like McTaggart from fucking Beverly Hills Cop and shit.
Receding hairline and later, I think it was in later games that gave him the All Lives Matter beard and mustache.
Yeah, that was Revelations 2.
Or the Blue Lives Matter beard.
I mean, he would vote for Trump one time,
Oh, he looked like he would.
January 6th is right in his alleyway. That's how he got banished from the stars.
Hey, look, not necessarily Trump, but he would definitely vote for Youngkin. Anyway,
I would say this. He voted. No. Let's be fair. He voted for Trump the first time. Yeah, like look.
No, hold on. Now, Chris. Now you mentioned the thing with Birkin talking to like what got him disbanded from Stars. First of all, the fact that they all survived the Arclay Mountains mess with the Spencer Mansion, they went back to the RPD, explained everything in their report to Chief Irons, and he fired them
because Chief Irons is in on it, as we saw in RE2.
Exactly. He refused to believe the story and was like, "Nah, like you keep talking about this, and I'm firing all of you."
In theory,
why are you keeping it secret? I'm telling you, Raccoon has some some breakthrough medication coming through, and ibuprofen.
You know what?
Something better's coming.
I'm sorry, Chief. Is that a new stuffed giraffe in your office? Why do you have this?
Hey, listen. If that rat didn't lick the T virus you see and spread an umbrella, he would have gotten away with it. You could write around that in the police department like zombies. Get the fuck out of here. Just say they were black and they fired on us, you see, and then we shot back. Oswald Spencer had some Nigerian bodyguards and
go home. Go home. Did you just say Oswald Spencer had some Nigerian bodyguards?
They weren't complying. Therefore, we had to neutralize them.
Barry just started shouting the N-word for some reason. I don't know why. He was very weird. Very, very, very weird.
N-word talking about you won't eat my dog.
And then here's Jill. No, hold on. And this would be Jill. Barry wouldn't do that. His cousin is black.
I never see. Did it wrong, Harris. I've never seen a racist thing he has ever done.
Chris
Redfield. I like how white people always say that, like that's proof. No, I never heard him say that. So no, he's not racist.
Are you around him 24/7?
I like how they could be wearing a Klan's hood and all. They're like, well, he never dressed like that at work.
Chris, I don't see color Redfield. All right.
Well, he can't see color because he's too busy watching his squad mates getting murdered.
Oh, he's
every mission.
Right. He see color, all right.
Red,
and brown too. Because I'm really getting sick of all them moving in my neighborhood. Look, I don't have no problem with them. They're just very loud. Like why you got to be outside with a truck? Why can't you buy a car like me?
Stairs and creatine.
Stairs and turning point. Neck. My neck. My back.
Habibi firebombing got a missile to. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee.
What? All right, Vince. Hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
That was my man that was snitching and got fucking ganked by that fucking damn chain gun.
Remember he fell to
he stepped off the truck with old Painless.
That's why I said the first time I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, he got on Bayless.
My man got the yo, low key, yo, I like how Leon used that dude as a fucking shield, and I'm like, so you're a dirtbag, Leon, aren't you? You just.
I'm mad that
I told you this is RE6. This is RE6 role reversal. Leon, he pulled a Chris move.
But can I say two things? So, Chris's team blows up a motherfucking truck. You see her come out of it, fall right to the ground. I'm like, that was a waste of titties. Next thing later on,
beautiful waist.
And then later on, Eris, when Chris was chasing your boy Diego, yes, this nigga's name is Diego. When he was chasing
looks like a Diego,
down,
so you know.
When they was fighting each other, all he did was slip that fire grenade under him, and he set him on fire. I'm sitting there beside my son. Hey, you know, if that was me, him on fire, this is me. Pop, 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 clip, pop, 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 pop.
As we saw,
shooting him.
As we saw in RE3, you definitely have to double tap because you can't just go stars and fall down like, he's dead. I'm
That's
like,
no. I would have unloaded the whole clip of that nigga.
In Resident Evil universe, you have to look.
In RE universe, if you ever knock down, if you ever knock down anytime you ever knock down Nemesis, you notice that if you try to run past his body will move. He'll also do this mess where he'll lay down and he'll be looking at you from different directions from the floor.
Look. As shortcomings as the RE3 remake was, those moments of just like, hey, so she lit him on fire. He might be dead. And this nigga is out here just doing Burning Man and then just like just acid. Apparently they don't do shit.
Dude, come on. This
shit here, my man went splat, got assimilated, and then it's like, so we're just gonna do the time crisis. There's your weak point, and then action.
That's every Resident Evil tyrant ever. If it's not, hold on. For regular tyrants, it was the giant literal beating heart outside the chest. In William Birkin's case, it's the giant eyeball on the shoulder.
Time out a second. Who in Umbrella R&D actually said, big brain idea, hard on the outside, right there to really emphasize the beating heart? Like,
they're never going to aim for it, man. They're never going to aim for it.
Thank you. It's like never going to touch it.
Number two, when they are in normal duster trench coat attire, being Mr. X, they're technically bulletproof.
Well, Kevlar lined. Basically.
The Kevlar lined suit. So, it's only. Oh, and not only that, it also works as a limiter.
Yeah.
Because just like Nemesis, the more that they shed that limiter, suddenly they can grow in size.
This is the thing though. They're trying to. He's in full tyrant mode. He's about to kill. He got Leon. Now,
final tyrant.
Who he had hanging over was Chris or Leon? I think it was Leon.
No, he actually grabbed both Chris and Leon at one point.
And then my girl came through with the gun, shot him. Hold on. She hit this nigga. No, be about because this is what happened.
Oh my god.
This is how the segment go. This is how the segment go, y'all. So we're sitting there. Next thing you know, you see you see the motherfucking helicopter going. I'm like, shoot him. They turned that joker around. I'm like, oh, come on. You see over there with a sniper rifle. I'm like, girl, what you got? I'm like, oh, shit. This girl, Vegeta, shoots this nigga and only nicks him. And look what she did. She created 6 9/11s at once.
I was like, sir, how did you do more damage to New York than the bioweapon that was right in front of you?
Eris, and I'm not showing you real justice, y'all, because those last two, you see them leaning over and falling. I'm thinking there were people inside those buildings.
Proving once again. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Chris is correct. No, Chris is correct. Jet fuel doesn't do that, but apparently one-shotting a corner from a railgun does.
Again, the BSAA is Blackwater. They're paying for these damages because America.
More like Black Rock, sir.
Yeah, I mean, look. Again, it's a circle here. It's capitalism. There's money laundering. Hey, put more BOWs on the black market. Keep us in business.
I mean, you saw the literal gas trucks driving around, unleashing the virus.
I was looking at it. I gotta be real. When I saw that, this,
Industries, I love it.
I gotta be real. When I saw this, Chris, were you like me? Okay, Joker. I guess you're gonna take over New York City.
with a controlled A virus, by the way. The A virus in this movie turns people into zombies, but with Rebecca's vaccine, it reverses it. So you bring the undead back to life. They actually return to normal. So you know what? After evil was punished and and the vaccine was spread all across New York.
Yeah,
here's what went through
magical moonwalker dust.
Yes, but here's what went through my mind, gentlemen. Some of these people that literally turned around and ate other people.
Ooh,
you're saying what I was thinking. I was like, okay.
I'm like, there's a dude that was a zombie who literally bit the living bejesus out of his girlfriend.
Well, you know what this means? This
also think about if you're a person that was a zombie. Oh, I'm better. Oh my God! You got a mouthful of blood. And it ain't yours.
I'm like, why do I taste O negative?
That's what I'm saying. You like this. That's not me.
First off.
Where's his blood coming from?
I hear somebody. No, I'm sorry, sir. In real life, if somebody said I taste O negative, I'm like, first off, where bleed at? Second off.
Hold on, hey Chris. Chris, what's your favorite J. Cole meme? Hold on, brother. First off.
Hold on. What you mean? That don't taste like blood O negative.
Thank you. Hold on, Slim. How do you know how it tastes?
Chotomate, sir.
I'm just saying, nigga. Wait a minute.
The fact that you know the type of blood you take.
My ass is 5 miles down the road.
The first time did you have it? This the second time? When was it? I'm confused. Wait.
All right, Lestat. All right, Jesus.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lestat.
That's a good one. I like that, Lestat.
I mean,
first of all, my middle name is Alucard, but we're not. But that's another story for another day.
Look. When they did RE5, and we see Chris talks about the BSAA, right? In the background of the Resident Evil universe, that's the lore and everything. And again, the Revelations games highlights is the BSAA is just an extended version of STARS at this point. It really is. It's like it really is, because it's like, all right, the BSAA really turned out some fucking like ace soldiers.
Well, when first off, the Lolly Lule Low had to close down due to Raccoon City fucking up the whole world. So everything had to change.
Well, the fact that both
protocol changed, nigga.
BSAA, I think, what is it? BSAA, DGS, TerraSave,
BSAA European branch.
They're all under the same umbrella of literally being another umbrella. You're just another anti-bioterrorist organization that's fully financed by a pharmaceutical company.
I mean, would it
that's
ever
paying?
like
that's paying this paramilitary group to take down another pharmaceutical company.
That's never something like that will never fucking happen in this world. You mean to tell me that we have corporations, if you will, that can actually employ army people in a militia to fight each other in foreign wars? That's like Coca-Cola fighting the Colombian government or the Venezuelan government or something like that. Okay. That's like that's like that's like
Pepsi financing ICE.
No, actually, it's like
Pepsi. Kind of are.
That's like Pepsi financing. You're
not gonna find that on the books.
No, for real. That's like Pepsi financing the
that
Russians.
page is ripped out.
That's like Pepsi financing the Russians, and the Russians gave them a sub in gratitude. That's a real thing that happened. That is a real thing that happened. Pepsi got a submarine from the commies during the Cold War. I need you people to look that up. That was a real thing that happened.
You know what's propaganda? There's a measure of me that in my imagination as a 40-year-old man, the idea of being like, oh, I'm part of BSAA. We're badass. We're fighting fucking bioterrorism.
All right.
And that's why when I think about real life and I see these folks that join ICE because in their head they really think that they're on some like I'm part of STAR. Because there's a weed within the ranks of ICE right now that thinks that they're part of like the STARs and the BSAA and shit.
Hey Chris, we saw you, me and my buddy, we saw you walk over to the lumber section. You thinking about hiring somebody? You gonna hire somebody to build something for you?
For the BSAA? Just saying.
Is that what you're gonna do? Hold on. 10-4, I got somebody over here right now. I'm questioning them. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I swear to God, I fucking hate you cops. Y'all get a whole lot of mileage.
Here's the sick part.
Almost forgot. The other company in the Resident Evil world, Tricell.
Ran by a Bizarro Cardi B in Excella.
Yeah, no, she was not Bizarro Cardi B. First of all, she was Earth 893 Beyonce.
Ah, yes.
And Beyonce got into the pharmaceutical game.
Correct.
I like how Wesker was like, all right, if you really my ride or die, test this out to see if you're worthy. And I'm like, damn, cold world, brother. Cold world.
So perhaps we will work together. There you go.
Oh no! Remember that scene when we finally
when she comes out.
And she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Well, Wesker betrayed you. I know that stance anywhere when I've seen it."
No, it was more like Ouroboros betrayed her.
Yeah, basically, lore. Ouroboros is essentially survival of the fittest. So if you embrace Ouroboros, you turn out like Wesker. If it denies you, well, you just look ugly and turn into a tentacle anime monster or whatever.
Ain't that what happened to Salazar? No, Salazar embraced it. He embraced it.
Yeah, he embraced it.
And second of all, that was a different virus. That was Las Plagas.
Yeah, that was Las Plagas.
Tomato at this point.
That is not tomato.
Look, it all blurs together here at this stage.
All right, look, this is the last thing that we can say about the movie because I think we all agree. Didn't all of you say, oh shit, when y'all saw this? Bing!
Yes.
I was like, wait.
No, I was.
How is he still on the motorcycle?
No, sir. I was Cameron. 2 arms up. Field goal.
Touchdown.
Oh, God.
Bro, that should have been like Resident Evil Vendetta, sponsored by Ducati.
For the best.
I need a future RE game to have Leon on a motorcycle.
With jank controls, no thank you.
Not with jank controls.
I don't want that RE6 bullshit.
No,
I'm sorry, that shit aged like goddamn milk.
No,
on that bike. I'm sorry.
No, sir, please stop. I need you to hear me out here. I am not asking for the same controls from the Yakuza games when you had to drive that taxi.
Fuck you. Them races were dope as shit. All right,
they were dope, but come on, man, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Fast and Furious Yakuza Edition, dope. All right,
you over here drifting a taxi cab.
Hold on.
You over here drifting a taxi cab on the Shudo Expressway. Leave me alone.
Me. Look, I got to that point. My sons proving they ain't shit. Both of my sons in the background. Gas. I'm gonna tell them to get. Like. Both of my sons ain't shit. I swear to God, they ain't.
I gotta be honest with you. These two characters rolled up to New York and just said, fuck it, we're gonna wreck shit up. And I'm like, it's collateral damages and Humvees.
So you ready to go over to a bodega and just hassle some people?
I feel I need to dress up as Chris from the BSAA to see if I can blend in with ICE in DC and see if
I am waiting for one of you niggas to dress up Like
I would dress up as stars, Chris, to really fuck with their heads.
Come over there.
You'll have the vest. You'll have the.
You can't do that. Actually, you know why?
Why?
You know
It'll say stars on the back.
I gotta be real.
Special tactics. All right, where you stationed out of?
Actually, hold on, Chris.
I got this online. Is a girl on Etsy. She makes this.
No, Chris. See, I will join you, and I will rock a similar one, but mine will say Foxhound.
Nigga, let me tell you something.
I'll have the Foxhound.
I'm not trying to give up game here. I'm just saying, I feel we could have blended in on January 6th in some Foxhound attire.
We would have been arrested immediately.
I'm dressed up as fucking
in the middle of the riot.
I'm dressed up as Master Miller from Metal Gear Solid 5 with that.
Hey, Chris, during the riot,
I'm ore farming manga edition.
We're over at the taco truck, half a mile away from the riot. Get him,
Chris. Hold on, Chris. You were there. You were there with me when this happened. Remember that time we were at the bar and I had just bought that Foxhound shirt, and those women thought I was in the Special Force.
That's how official the Foxhound logo is.
That logo is so official because it actually says Special Forces.
It's that and Diamond Dogs. It is the most official
Diamond Dogs. That's another
ever.
word.
So I gotta imagine if I dressed up in a Stars outfit, Chris, and just walked through DC like, Stars. Never heard of that. Where you stationed out of? It's like, the Philippines.
Stars, Foxhound, or Zoff, XOF.
Yeah, you're muted, D.
But that's the problem I have, because the reason why
that's propaganda in a nutshell right there.
No, I have a problem with it for one reason, because all of these weird wannabe trans femboys that kill prominent right-wing talk show people have taken all the fun out of doing weeb shit for the lols. They have taken all the fun out. Eris, I'm deleting that. You and your influence from Mr. Fuentes is gone long enough, okay? It's gone long enough.
He killed Charlie Kirk. Come on.
That had nothing to do with Mr. Fuentes.
I know. I just want to mention it because
that was Miss Melanie Mack, Miss hyper conservative herself, who was trapped in that grift. By the way,
I thought. Look. I'm sorry, Chris. But I thought it was somebody somebody. I thought it was somebody saying, what are we talking about? Are we talking about gang violence?
He's got a gun!
Well, that was more like, honestly, that was more what Arias had said to Leon when he saw that motorcycle get yeeted at him. And Leon having the nerve to just look at him and say, all right, time for me to be badass. Catch.
I'll be real. I said this to somebody. We were a proper country when we had Rainbow Coalition villain groups and such, because all of a sudden once they started leaning into the stereotypes, like nowadays, like Arab people are basically the villains of shows now and stuff now, and it's like, it's kind of getting old, guys. It's just very weird right now. Like, this is very Cold War, but not in the best way.
Into my country.
By the way, I did get a cheap laugh out of it earlier in the movie, and the reason why I played that Jesse clip. Apparently, Breaking Bad exists in the Resident Evil world.
Boy, when they all started talking about it, here's me. Resident Evil Vendetta will be right back after this message is brought to you by Breaking Bad. Catch all the episodes of Breaking Bad on Hulu.
Yo,
and AMC Plus.
Like, yo, Mr. White, you think we can do this? You and I will not make garbage.
Watch all the episodes of Breaking Bad tonight. No. Catch a new episode of Breaking Bad tonight. Only on AMC.
Bear in mind, this movie came out in 2017. Breaking Bad had already been off the air for 3
It don't matter. It don't matter.
No. I know it doesn't matter. I'm just saying at the time, Breaking Bad had been off the air for like what, a good 4 years. And when the characters themselves turn into fans of the show and say, the show is ahead of its time, man. It's a freaking masterpiece. I'm like, oh.
I gotta wonder though.
Yeah.
You know what? Something else about this movie too.
These characters are so gonna die.
It's a freaking masterpiece. Hold on 1 second. Ah!
That's what I said. These characters are so gonna die.
They did mocap for a lot of the John Wick stuff. During this time as well. I want to say it was RE5. We saw like what Capcom was doing was, I think, for what was the engine at that point? Because I think what
that was M2 framework.
Yeah, M2 framework, which I think it was Resident Evil 5, Lost Planet 2
T framework.
Yeah, Lost Planet 2, RE5, and didn't one of the remakes when they put out did Revelations use that too?
Are you talking about the Revelations the HD remake?
Yeah.
I believe they use MT framework for the HD editions. Now, RE Engine didn't become a thing until RE2 remake.
Yeah, but they always had like behind the scenes where the actors that did the voices, sometimes they were actually doing the mocap for all.
Yeah, they do that too.
So it bled into this, and it also even to Kojima when he did Metal Gear Solid 5, or even the Metal Gear games with Revolver Ocelot, and even some of the moves, and especially the later ones like RE3 with CQC. Oh, I say RE3. Wow, Metal Gear Solid 3 with the CQC mocaps and all that stuff, and that was actually at that moment realizing how much all of this stuff that we see in the movies was translating to stuff in video games and even these CG movies. Because didn't they kind of sort of do that with the Appleseed movie too, where they did sort of like a mocap for the framework of it?
Because remember,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I don't
Appleseed.
think it was. Not
Appleseed. Not Appleseed. They did it. You saw it a lot more in the Uncharted games.
Yeah, Uncharted. Yeah.
Because I was just about to say, because mocap has always existed, but not in the capacity we've seen until about Eris. That would be probably
Uncharted,
the best way to say the Uncharted series. That's when we actually had,
because it was crazy seeing that. And like I said, with this movie, behind the scenes, you had the actors like doing the moves like bop bop and and all that, and it's played up like a movie basically when they do their B-roll of like their run through of what the fight scene is going to look like. And you see them doing the mocap, and it's like, wow, this is insane.
And then you see
imagine dudes in mocap suits running in a circle trying to shoot at each other.
That's crazy.
And you see it again in Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah,
because there's an option for you to watch.
Did they do it in 3?
Yeah, they had it in 3 as well.
Yeah,
but I'm saying they had an option for you to look at the mocap at the same time as the cutscene, because like they'll play the mocap footage right below the actual cutscene footage, which will play above it.
That's why like when you get something like Ghost of Tsushima, you see that coming to that that's why I say when you look at Vendetta and Death Island, they feel like fully realized versions of these things. Because again, going back to these movies, they're like, it's basically for the fans essentially, because you're getting these characters who are already got tier in the video games because logic. Now you see them in movie form.
No, Leon already had that, honestly, from off rip, from the very first Resident Evil movie. Because remember, this was already RE4 Leon coming into the scene.
Because people wanted more RE4, and Leon was the face of the franchise.
I mean, we saw him do parkour, like parkour. We saw him do the most parkour of
if
parkour.
If I got trapped, if there was some six
platforms coming down one by one, and this man is just doing nothing but parkour over, like not over buildings, but he was parkouring over containers and whatnot. There
was a sick, twisted world of like you get thrown into a video game and you gotta survive it. Resident Evil 4 would be like nightmare fuel of like, tell me I gotta fight in the village. and bide my time till the bell rings.
Man,
Fuck.
look, 80% of y'all be dead the second that nigga bust through that door with that chainsaw. So let's get one part right.
What's more nightmare? Sorry, which village is more nightmare fuel? RE4 or RE8?
Ooh, 8. I'm sorry, werewolves.
Giant freaking baby fetus inside of a house.
By the way, Capcom, thank you for that.
A giant fish man.
RoboCops with drills.
Oh yeah, RoboCops.
And the most terrifying thing of all, it's sexy, but it's so scary to see her lean over and try to walk through the door. That is the most fearful. That is hot, but at the same time, it's like
giant vampire lady that oddly I want her to step on me.
I can't. No.
You can't give us, you can't give us the I'm looking down at you, but give it sexy. You can't do that. That's like the Squidward. It's the Squidward male. That's what you just did.
The only thing I didn't like about her, the only thing I will admit, the only thing I didn't like about her was when you finally got a good look at her face. I'm like, she's still bare. Oh my god, what's wrong with her face?
Well, no, it becomes what's wrong.
Her daughters are like that, yes, but I'm just saying.
Well, no, for Lady Dimitrescu, it becomes what's wrong with your face after you stab her with that knife.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you stab her with that knife, it's like, oh, this is the real you.
Her daughters were basically they were basically
what it is.
Her daughters are basically just goth Jamie Presley 3 times.
They were.
Somebody hit Control C 3 times.
That's all it was. It's the 3 Jamie Presleys. It's Margot Robbie.
Control V. Click, 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 click.
It's Margot Robbie, Jamie Presley herself, and
that one girl who we can't name because she ain't got that much of a career.
No. It's the one that you have to be a man of culture to get, Elsa Jean.
Aha.
It's 3 blondes right there. 2 mainstream and 1 from off-brand.
No, I gotta say, next to Harley Quinn's, those 3 daughters from RE Village was definitely a lot of cosplayed. Many a time.
I didn't see it like that. I seen Dimitrescu way.
Yeah, you definitely saw Lady Dimitrescu.
I probably seen the girls once. That's just me.
I saw Lady Dimitrescu in Japan as well as her daughters.
The best one I seen was Awesome Con. Probably, I don't remember what year it was. I'll just be real, but it was that big girl, that girl who looked like a linebacker, but she was like 6'6". She was perfect. I think I took a picture of her. Yeah, she was perfect because it's like that's how she would look. She would look. She's built. Homegirl was built like a house. But here's real talk. If you saw hers. She working them titties, nigga. Yes, she is. She like she got it. She got it. She all doing this with the fingers, like she knows she look bad. See, she got that. That's how you cosplay. That is how you cosplay, people.
But nah, I do think it was interesting. Like when me and Sue had interviewed the cast, I think the trailer for it dropped that same day.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us these dope when we were doing press, they gave us slip covers for when we buy the Blu-ray, and I was like, you know what, I gotta own this movie because it's like that was a period of time where you just appreciated the movie for being in that Resident Evil lore, because at the end of the day, like hardcore Resident Evil fans, all of us are just like, we're really tapped into the lore in the ways that's like, oh my god, I can't believe they've show this off from this game and all that stuff. Because even with Village, me and Sue joked about like, we finally got back linebacker Chris Redfield. Yes.
Boulder punching. The fact that Chris Redfield
I'm too old for this shit, puffing the cigarette, like
Chris Redfield will never live that down, by the way, of him punching boulders, because when Heisenberg referenced it in Resident Evil Village, and I'm pretty sure like with future, like with other forms of media, is going to reference it as well. Like you're going to get somebody that's going to punch a boulder or punch a rock and be like, what do you think you are, Chris Redfield?
fact that went around the villain camp, like, all right, we gotta put Data on here. Chris Redfield gets you, he punches boulders. Okay.
Went around the villain.
Like, we got
like
Data on
somebody
it.
set out and somebody CC'd the whole group of that shit. What
You look at this man's dating profile, dislikes boulders.
Look, I always feel, again, as we said, the BSAA and bioterrorism are basically they're shaking hands right now. So it's like you have to imagine both sides got Data on each other, like, all right, they got this virus now. It's the V virus, and it's like V virus now. Did they run out of alphabets? Nah, on the V virus. Getting there. It's almost there. Because Sue, I like how you just slipped in a virus and not recognize how absurd that shit is. It's like,
no, that's what it is.
I know, but it's absurd just saying that out of my mouth, like a virus.
Yeah, a virus, short for the Arius virus. Because he even called it that. He even said the Arius virus, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. A virus, beautiful. Yeah, when the next movie comes out, I guarantee the next villain is going to be the exact same way. Oh, you get to control bioweapons.
Remember,
what's going to be the next way of controlling, like the bioweapons? Remember, in Damnation, dude was controlling Las Plagas through magic.
All because Oswald Spencer wanted to be Peter Thiel so fucking bad. Like, this man went to Africa and accidentally concocted the T virus. And then, boom, we've been on a downward spiral ever since.
I mean, he couldn't just been happy just being Stephen Hawking light.
Yeah, just be in a wheelchair. It's fine. No, I got to inject myself with some genetics on some Nazi shit.
No, because I was to be a god.
White man hubris, superiority, you see.
Which, by the way, speaking of Spencer, did you guys notice that in these movies, every time we either get a flashback or whenever these guys go on a mission and they have to go to a house or a mansion or something, it always looks like the Spencer mansion.
It is the most groupie ass mentality shit ever. We gotta reference
we focus tested this, guys. We focus tested this. That's what the people want. They are comfortable in it.
99% of our BSA agents. Oh, my bad. We're not supposed to say BSA agents. Okay. 99% of our citizens approve of the mansion designs.
These mansion designs, modeled after a very famous and very popular mansion in the Arklay Mountains of Raccoon City.
We recognize that this house is not built by DEI ways.
DEI.
Wasn't this a slave plantation? Shut the fuck up.
As your director, the BSA, Christy Nome, I will make sure that these zombies are taken care of.
Gee, do not fuck up my vision of. Can you imagine RFK Jr. is like bizarro fucking damn Albert Wesker?
As you see, total global saturated. I can't do it.
I can imagine. Hold on. Wait, gentlemen. Wait a second. I can imagine your boy saying this in front of all those generals. No fat zombies, like for our bioweapons.
We're getting the best guys. You remember when men were men and we had muscles? And we were like, Stallone, and we were in the army. We were like, oh, we're doing that again.
Pete Hesketh is the type that would inject himself with he would inject himself with the T virus, thinking that, I ain't taking those pussy vitamins, T virus.
Meanwhile, you got Hunk. Why am I still at this company?
Sir. Hunk gets paid 8 figures to do what he do.
He does.
That's why he's there.
No. But when he finds out these people are who are in charge of me, why am I at this company?
It's money laundering at this point when you're paying Hunk that much just to snap niggas' necks. That's about it.
I get paid on scale.
Technically, I was supposed to be gunned down and killed by a BOW in 1998, but I am the Grim Reaper. And
I like that there's a lore with Hunk, and we never got a fully realized game out of that shit.
Hunk.
I'm really mad about that.
No, because Chris, Hunk is the Boba Fett of Resident Evil. No one knows what he looks like.
The dude in a gas mask. That just feels like the hell gas at this point. Like,
yeah, it is. But think about it.
But
you want to know what upped the ante for him and made him so awesome is when you do Hunk's game in RE2 remake. You literally go through the entire map.
You see how he survived.
And you see how he survived and made it back to the chopper. I was like, dude was in the sewers, made his way through the nest, cut back way up through the streets.
A nightmare fuel run. I'm sorry.
Cut his way back through the streets and got back through to the police station and had to get all the way up to the roof and then go back downstairs to get out the front door.
That is the most nightmare fuel shit ever in a video game to go through. And yet there is a blood rush to it. And maybe that's the character in RE lore in my head.
But then you look at his arsenal. He's got grenades. MP5. He's got the lightning. He's got the MP5. He's got the Lightning Hawk, which you know for a fact you do not use that Lightning Hawk until you run into Mr. X.
And then the shotgun.
And he's got the shotgun, fully customized shotgun as well,
where it gives you the meaty gunshot to the head and just done. I mean, but nah. My man getting shot multiple times in the heart and then just exploding because that's what you do when you get the bazooka. Press L2 and R2.
Press L2. Yeah, L2 and R2 to shoot the grenade launcher.
Again, who at Umbrella R&D said, "Hey, dope design, but rocket launchers doesn't really do well with." All right,
dude. As soon as Arias got a hit, I was like, "Grenade launchers, my only weakness."
Shout out to Tron Ares with the spoilers. Apparently, 29 minutes in the real world. That's what the tyrants are in the Resident Evil universe. That's the 29 minutes right there. It's like it's the dopest fucking design ever. Durable as hell, but rockets, fuck.
Nah, tyrants don't even get 29 minutes. Remember, every time a tyrant shows up, there's always like 5 minutes left until total destruction.
It's like, how is it that you built something that it withstands rockets? I'm like, wow, that's a kind of faulty thing here.
Well, Chris, it also depends on when you shoot said rocket. Because remember, you shoot the rocket one time, he will parry a rocket.
Hey, I like the RE3 remake when you see that Nemesis grabs it with his tentacle, like, the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, that's cute. Yoink.
Fucking Carlos, eat this. Right, well.
But gentlemen, yes, like I said before, evil's punished, and by the way, Maria lives.
Yeah, dun dun dun, to be continued in Resident Evil
Death Island.
Which I had to refresh myself because I was like, Maria. I was like, oh, it's the same character from the
It's so funny to see her come back in that movie because it's like, because I see her and I go, wait a minute. So
full Madeline Pryor.
My thing about that, Chris, is why are you taking your anger out on Leon? Chris was the one who killed your father.
Guilt by association, sir. When you're badass with one person, all y'all badass. So I don't like this.
I guess so. And again, I'm glad to see that that those pair of titties weren't wasted. So there you go.
Of course. But yeah, nah.
We got to see them come back in full Unreal Engine 5 glory.
Again, mimicking the fact that we are hitting an interesting point in animation where this stuff in Vendetta and Death Island is still a continuing factor in like a lot of like animation studios dabbling into this sort of CGI sort of animation.
And does it all? I don't know about you guys, but does it always seem funny to you guys that anytime we have to show the next set of bioweapon monsters in these movies, it's like whatever wasn't in the previous movie, bring them back in the next movie. Yeah. We had liquors in Damnation, so don't put them in Vendetta, but bring them back in Death Island, but we're going to make them fish liquors or something.
Fish liquors, Jesus.
Because it's like, oh, these liquors can actually swim. Interesting.
I just feel like Umbrella is the most unimaginative but imaginative place ever, because it's like they just find weird things to Nightmare Fuel is already giant versions of like existing things like giant spiders, and shit like that, where it's like really like or apes with rabies times 20, like in RE0 and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or the hunter gammas, which are the tadpoles.
Yeah, giant tadpoles.
The ones that come with the what was it? The insta kills.
Yeah, the insta kills. It's just very weird. And again, Nightmare Fuel in the designs, but just like, wow, they just finding new ways to do that.
They need to bring that back, by the way. They need to bring in that's the one monster that has not shown up in any of these RE movies. Is we need the hunters.
I feel that could be a next thing. No, because they weren't in Dead Island. Never mind,
they weren't in any of them. We've had the lickers twice.
Yeah, I mean, hunters are. Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Remember, these were the first ones that could actually open the door.
Yeah, that hospital and
like you remember when you see the first person camera, the door. All you see is the hand.
Or because the graphics in these games have gotten so good, you see the shadows of one that's scooting over to the ward to the area you're about to walk into. And I'm like,
you just see a hand.
No. I'm talking. You see it running on the other side of the hallway.
Oh, that part. Yeah.
So but what we got next?
I actually don't know. To be honest with you, I was sitting here thinking about the next two anyway. The next two I want us to do anyway. Because we already did action. We already did the standard junk. All right, let's go into demonic shit. The next movie we're doing is going to be how do I describe this? Fucked up. Not super fucked up, fucked up. It's called Devil's Advocate, starring Keanu Reeves and starring Al Pacino. And it's about a lawyer from Florida. He brings his beautiful wife, who's played by Charlize Theron, up to New York City. And devil. That's like Al Pacino's clearly Satan.
It was a very weird time period where, at least for me,
this was the beautiful time where people were still kind of religious in America. So a lot of the shit they were doing was like edgy.
We were in that period that I feel every time we talk about a movie in the 90s, we talk about the ebbs and flows of what was the dominant thing, right? Like when we talk about hackers, the whole idea of the cyberspace and stuff, everybody had their interpretations of it in movies and TV shows at the time. But also with The Devil's Advocate, there was a period where Hollywood would dabble into like Christianity, but make it dark arts kind of films.
That was a big thing in the late 90s because you could really tell that a lot of kids were grown up kind of like, respect religion.
So and now Christianity is the Illuminati now. And it's
like, yeah. That's how he did it. I will say this. You know what stands out for me is that you get two scenes of seeing Charlize Theron fully naked. And this is the best way I can describe it. Eris, this is the best way I can describe Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Which is,
like I said, you get to see her fully naked in this movie twice. And you saw something like this twice. She combed it out. I will give it up. She combed it out. She made it look pretty for the movie.
almost had a very Birkin-esque aspect to it.
Dog, and but there's nudity in this movie like everywhere. There's like 3 sex scenes. Keanu Reeves is like doing crack, doing cocaine, banging Charlize Theron on a wall. Next you see like a demon hand crawl up her titty. It's freaking.
What you just described was a Pete Hesketh weekend. Okay.
Stop, Chris. Stop that.
Please clap.
No, yeah. Don't be Pete Hegseth trying to make a Pete Hegseth joke, okay? He's a joke by himself.
First off, I'm not wearing an American flag inside my suit jacket. First off, because
I don't trust you. Take off the.
You ain't America enough for me.
Unzip it, Negro. we don't want beards in the army anymore, man. We want real guys that can pick up sticks with their hands.
I like how, as Black people, we all unanimously was like, so he just hit us with the hard ER with that line, right? I think we agree with this.
If you no, you can't shave against the grain no more. Yeah, black guys. We know you get razor bumps, and if you do, you're out this man's army. But there's a scene with I forgot her name. I forgot her name. We'll talk about it when we do the movie. But yeah, this movie. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a couple of things to say about it, but definitely the words. DJ Sue is going to be doing the full grabbing his face move of this. This movie was like very, very 90s.
I've seen.
There's a Static X song that exists in this movie.
Static X, goddamn.
There's a Static X song in the black.
I've seen Devil's Advocate, and yeah, it's a movie.
Would you call this? Dare I say, like, what if you did a tame Devilman adaptation kind of shit, right?
Look, this is.
You mean kind of like how? So basically, it's Devilman without Devilman, kind of like how Kite had a live action.
Yeah, we don't speak of the live. We don't.
And it was god awful.
We don't speak of the dark era where Hollywood kind of sort of was dipping into live action anime, but it was really the UK.
No, Chris, I'm only saying Devilman without Devilman.
Okay, well, yeah.
This is Devilman,
which is what Devil's Advocate is. In a way.
Devil's Advocate is more based on the old Christian prophecies of the devil's giving you everything you want, but you are losing your soul. And Al Pacino's over there, snort the coke. Hey, you want to be like me, buddy? Hey,
I like how Satan. As a society, we've gotten so many different versions of Satan, from the super serious to the wild and goofy. Like, was it him in Powerpuff Girls? Like, it's just all these different versions of Satan where it's just like,
I would say him from Powerpuff Girls, the devil, but then he was renamed the Red Guy. Ooh.
I'm like, yo,
all
Charles,
these different things.
I'm like Charles playing with his butthole in the motherfucking booth. Stop him.
No, but it's just like when you get like was it Gabriel whatever from
Gabriel Byrne.
Hey, Gabriel Byrne, Devil
Days is one of the worst devils ever.
It's just Gabriel Gabriel. It's him on coke basically.
And then you got motherfucking Harvey Keitel and fucking little Nicky.
Yeah, that was funny though. Putting pineapples up Hitler's ass.
Yeah, we can end the episode with that. Hitler looking at the pineapple. Un serious. Un serious is one of the funniest lines in that shitty ass movie. Oh god, I used to watch that movie all the time. I hate
Apparently, heightened and marijuana use equals I want some Popeye's chicken, and I'm like,
oh god, the demon's going. Popeyes is the shit, and it don't make me say fuck the Devil's Advocate. We're doing Little Nicky. Anyway, next week, Devil's Advocate. We out. Oh man, I can't wait. See Charlize Theron, butt ass naked, screaming at the top of her lungs.
BSA.